presentation at Toastmasters, and I am excited, I am stressed, and I am sweaty. And I have to admit that the best topic that can ever be used for the icebreaker is, of course, we love ourselves. Probably it is the only topic that everyone knows the best, or even the worst. But let's not dig into philosophy of it, but start with love myself, and I promise not to go back in the childhood memories. So I will start with some primitive information. My name is Olena Tan, aka Polina Serkina, aka Polina Sodina, as well as Olena Donetskaya and Mama Lena. Why so many names? And some reasons for this are quite obvious. I was born under my maiden name, Olena Serkina. Do not try to pronounce. Then I got married for the first time and I became Olena Sotina. Now I can see questions in your eyes. Oh my God, how many times did you get married? No, I am adventurous, but not to that extent. I'm married twice, and that makes me Olena Tan, the way you know me now. So where do the other two names come from? So the first one came when I had my first child. I had to go and work overseas in Turkey. And it happened so that I was the only mom in the whole group of travel agents. But there were quite a few Lenas. Lena is the short form of Olena, as we pronounce it here. So for them to identify me from all the rest, they started calling me Mama Lena. And for a whole year, I went by this name. After that, I got a job in Thailand, also in a travel agency as a tour guide. And it happened to be quite a few Lenas again. It's quite a popular name in my generation because of some famous movie. And there was a little girl named Lena, so here I am. So, as I said, there were quite a few Lenas and a couple of moms among them, so Mama Lena was not feasible anymore. So what we did, the group started identifying us by the place of origin, where we come from, and that's how I became Lena Donetskaya, from Donetsk, if you translate it properly in English. I have to admit that I had a lot of twists in my life, in my career, and it of course changed my whole life quite dramatically. For example, my career change. Originally, I am a teacher of English and French, and then I became a travel agent back in Ukraine. And then I got an opportunity to go and work overseas for 3 years, 1 year in Turkey, 2 years in Thailand. And now, here I am, business support, business specialist in Telstra Australia. Speaking of which, and with all this career twist, I have to say that all I ever wanted is to be a movie star. Well, at least an actress. And I have to admit that from this point of view, I did manage to fulfill my dream, at least partially. When I was working in travel agencies in Turkey and in Thailand, and I was running excursions with a bus full of tourists who have no escape but sit there and listen to me, I made it a one-actor performance, which is probably similar to what they know in Australia as stand-up comedian. And they had to laugh. More than that, I so much enjoyed it, and I was engaging my tourists so much into it that every excursion would end up with applause, as if it was a performance. And I remember one day I came back from the excursion, and my roommate looked at me and says, "Oh my God, what happened? Did something happen to the excursion?" And I was devastated. Yes, I don't know, something went so terribly wrong, I can't explain. I thought I was doing everything as usual. I thought I was telling the same stories, and there were good jokes, and people were laughing, but they didn't applaud at the end. But she said, "You know what? Shut up." And that kind of put me back into my shoes, thinking, hang on, I probably am overreacting for the lack of applause at the end of my excursion. It shouldn't be there, I just got used to it. But nowadays, I'm living here in Australia, and I have to admit that I live a double life. And I'm pretty sure most of you do as well. Well, of course, if you have kids. So, first of all, I'm about to start secondary college with my son. So we are preparing for a lot of tests and exams, and it's an extremely stressful time. Then I'm practicing Bollywood dancing and singing for the concerts with my little girl. I'm playing footy twice a week, and I'm playing piano with my daughter. I'm fighting with my friends, and I'm making peace. I'm learning how to read, and I'm doing algebra and fractions. I'm a full-time mom, and I'm a full-time employee in Telstra. Nice to meet you.